And girl, they done switched some of these little highways up down here by the house, and woo-hoo. Oh, I damn near thought about to run off the little bridge. Something on my shades. Oh, girl. So I'm gonna go up here today. I want to go see my aunt. I might go by there when I leave there. Don't you hate when it is something on your lens? And I can't fool with it right now because I'm going at too high of a speed to fool with these shades right now. I put something on my lips, and it had to be something with SPF in it because my top lip is kind of broke out, and it's not like bumps, but it's so sensitive, girl. That it's really about to drive me crazy. Oh, I hate when this happens. And I'm really usually very, you know, aware of what I put on my lips because I am allergic to SPF. And, oh, it's just annoying. So I can't put on, like, lipstick. I just got on some, what you call it? Just a little, girl, just a lip balm, child. And they are sensitive, honey, and dry. They feel dry and sensitive, but I know it come from something I was putting on my lips. And it just be like that sometimes. I got this oil that I got from somewhere. It's like a lip oil, and I remember packing it on my lips. And now it's like, girl, what were you thinking? I am running a little bit behind because I had to stop and get gas. So this Saturday we are having our family brunch, and I at my niece's house. Praise the Lord. Both my nieces and my daughter are hosting, and I'm glad because I don't have no parts yet. Last night my daughter was like, "Mom, why don't you just come early and help us out?" Girl, bye. I will come early to sit around and laugh, talk with them, but I'm not going to be doing any helping. And my sister is out of town in Maine. She's living in Maine for the next 3 months, traveling. So I hope to be able to go visit her before she come back and just, you know, see something different. I want to go up there and stay for a week, honestly. And I can do that. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Because I don't have any kids. So, you know, like, no small kids. So I really can go and stay with my sister for a week. Like, that's a blessing. And I intend to do just that. And it's probably going to be February. I knew I'm not going to be able to get there in January because I got a lot of stuff going on in January. So it's probably going to be more like February when I get there. And, yeah. Oh, child. He's got a dangerous job. Whew. But, girl, so I need to do a little bit more shopping. I need to sit down and look at my list. I am really bugging. Because I ain't looking no list. I just been buying stuff in hopes that I got everybody what I need to get them. And I pulled a Secret Santa. We did Secret Santa, so the person I pulled, I do have to finish getting that person something. My little cousin, she real simple, so she put like several things on her list. So we had a list of things that we, you know, wanted to get. And I really was just like anything, because I mean, I got so much stuff, it really don't matter. I was like surprised. So I'm trying to get her one of everything she put on her list, which whoever gets me, I always go over $50, to be honest. $50 or whatever the limit is. This year it's $50, but I usually always go over the limit. And I don't know why. I just do that even at work. I never stuck to the limit. I think because I'm such of a giver and it brings me so much joy to give that, yeah, quite frequently I go over the limit. And I just do it's fun. I love to see the look on their face when they're opening their stuff. So I'm trying to get her some of everything that she named. And so far, I have gotten her 3 of the things that were on her list. I did. She said bracelet. I didn't know what kind of bracelet, child. So I got her a real sterling bracelet, and it's really cute. It is an eternity knot bracelet, but it's so pretty. I started ordering myself one. I was like, girl, you did not need that. But I got on my silver today. I really want to start trying to wear my silver jewelry because I love silver. I think silver is so pretty. And silver and white gold. I got a few white gold pieces. But I don't know. I love sterling silver. To look at it. I really usually like the bold pieces, a few more peoples and stuff. But I did real good today. This year I did a lot of shopping online, like a lot, even for toys and stuff. But that day Brian and I went out. I knocked out most of my Christmas gifting. Then I purchased the majority of everything I needed that day, for the smaller kids especially, but really for all the gifts I'm giving out. I got my mom situated, I got Chris situated, and yeah. My dad, I never bought my dad anything because if you have rocked with me for a while, you know my dad is an alcoholic, and we haven't had the best of relationships. I used to buy my dad stuff all the time, and I just I stopped because my dad don't even want us to come to his house. Like, he's an alcoholic, and it's so painful because my dad lived like 5 minutes from me, and you know, I can't go and sit down and have a father-daughter relationship, you know, sit down, laugh and talk, and you know, even when I'm going through about my son, or I might have, you know, a really hard day. My dad lives 5 minutes from me, and I cannot simply just go to his house and sit down and cry, or just even go to his house because he don't want us at his house. And he tells us that all the time, you know, I don't want no cover, I don't want nobody over here. And so therefore, I take my dad in small doses. Like, I
stay in the left 2 lanes.
Yeah, I take him with small doses. I just I won't allow myself the hurt. You feel me? Like, I used to, basically, when he was good and things were going well, I would put myself into those vulnerable states by thinking, okay, yeah, it's good, we good. And, you know, we be doing good. Everything is going well for like, it can go well for months. And then all of a sudden, you know, he started cursing me out, and, you know, I'll call him, he's really, really drunk. And, you know, that's when the verbal abuse comes. And I would be hurt. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just cannot continue to allow myself to go there with my father because I don't deserve that. You know, I don't deserve that. And there were times that my son, the one that passed, Adrian because Adrian has always like been at the house mostly with me. Like, he'll leave and stay gone for a while, but he would find himself back at home with me. You know, because of his illness, sometimes things just didn't work out. And so my son often, because he was a fisherman, he loved to fish. And my dad used to love to fish a lot. So they've been fishing, you know, a few times and stuff like that. But my dad would treat him wrong. And I just didn't like that. And it got to the point where, you know, it's bad enough I let you treat me a certain way, but I will not allow you to treat my children that way. And they grown, they could be good and grown, I don't care, but you can't treat my kids like you treat me. Nah, no, that's a no. And I never forget the last time my son was at home, which was, he was there for a while in February. He had come to stay with me a few days. He was working with my husband. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't like to take a bath in it. And I don't like the master bathroom. This is going to sound so crazy. Because the last time he was there, I was cleaning that bathroom and I ran out of Pine Sol, and he went and got me Pine Sol, and we laughed and talked because he went and got 2 big 8 bottles of Pine Sol, and I only needed 1. When he got back, I was like, Agent, so why did you get that much Pine Sol? And it's something about that bath, it's that memory. So when I go in there, it's always an eerie feeling, because the last period of time that he stayed there with me, I was cleaning that bathroom, and he'd come in there and he was talking to me, and it's just something about the bathroom. Like, I rarely go in there. I cannot stand going in there. And that's the one, with the bathtub stuff. When I go in there, it's just such of a, that's the weirdest thing. But anyway, so my son was there, and he called Daddy that day. Like, before he called Daddy, like, I think it was that actual day. And he was like, Granddaddy, what you doing? And he was trying to talk to Daddy. And Daddy was in such of a drunken stupor that Adrian came in. He was like, man, I'm just going to leave Granddaddy alone, man. I can't even talk to that dude. And I know bipolar and, all the stuff that he went through. I talked to you before about him being his advocate, and nobody could do anything to him. Like, he was my heart, because I spent all of his life advocating for him, so if you mess with Adrian, then you mess with me. If you have a problem with Adrian, you got a problem with me. And I feel like that about all my kids, but more so him, because I always had to be that for him, really, when nobody else would, or like when nobody else understood him, or when nobody else, just whatever, I was always there in his person. So then when Adrian died, Daddy come, oh, he was my boy, he was my favorite, he was this, and I'm just like, you treated him like a damn dog most of the time. Like, so there's even in all of that, I still, tried to have a relationship with my dad, even though, all that happened and how he treated Adrian and stuff like that. And then it got to the point where what was I about to say? So then, even, when Adrian died, the very next day, I was actually able to talk to my dad like a father. Like, he was my father. He wasn't my dad, he was my father. I was lying in the bed, I'll never forget, I was just so heartbroken. Girl, I was distraught. I was in between that it's not real stage, like, at any moment he's gonna come through the door. At any moment Adrian's gonna walk in the door, and it would all have been, just a mistake. And so I'm lying there in between those phases of reality and, reality and wherever I was. And so Daddy called me, and I just cried. I cried, and we talked, but he actually was my father that day. But after that, all hell broke loose. You know what I'm saying? He began to act just like a fool. My dad didn't even come to his funeral. He faked talking about his blood pressure was so high he was having a stroke. He was lying. It was just a lie, and I felt like he just lied because he didn't want to come. And then I'm just like, yo, you missed your grandson's funeral. And all it was because he was drunk. He come calling me that day after we had buried my son. He called me that day, and he was like, telling me and my sister, y'all come outside. So my sister was so angry with him, and I was so angry with Daddy, because we was like, out of one time, you cannot clean yourself up enough to come to your grandson's funeral. And I just was like, I saved the spot for him. I could only have 20 people, okay?
40 West.
But the point is that I saved a spot for him. specifically for my dad. He did not even bother to show up. Off
Keep
in
left.
a drunken stupor the next day, okay, I realized, and I'm just like, really, Daddy? Like, you couldn't? Okay, so I get over that. 2 weeks go by. He come to my house, you know, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. I'm crying because my son is gone at this point, and reality has basically set in that he ain't coming back, you know. So my dad come over. Right now, I really, really, really need comforting. And my dad know what it's like to lose 2 sons. He lost one, not oldest brother, because I'm the oldest. So one of my brothers had been dead 40-some years. Craig, my other brother, man, died. It's been probably like, so at this point, Daddy know what it's like to lose 2 sons, okay? He's had 14 years and 40-some years, probably 40-something years to cope, because I don't think you ever get over, but to honestly cope with it. So I had 2 weeks to cope. Daddy tells me, oh girl, you need to stop that crying, get yourself together. What did you just say to me? I cannot tell you the pain that I felt in my heart, because you tell me to get myself together, and I done lost 2 boys. Yo, I put him out straight up, because I cannot believe you right now. And this is my son. I birthed him out of my body. I carried him for 9 months. I birthed him out of my body. And you tell me after 2 weeks of losing him that I need to get myself together? And that you lost 2 sons? Yeah, things really hadn't been right with me and Daddy. They already weren't right. But, you know, like, I just cannot believe the level of insensitivity that he displays. And, you know, it's like it was another day. Like, it's like life just went back to business as usual. Oh, how you doing? You doing all right? Oh, okay, well, good. You know, and I don't want to hear that about, you know, people deal with things in their own time and stuff like that. Yeah, I get it, but I'm your daughter, and you cannot get yourself together enough to help me through the pain that I'm obviously experiencing right now. And I just, you know, I won't allow myself to get but so into Daddy. And I think that's sad that you can't allow yourself to get but so into your own father. He's never been there. And, you know, I don't even know what I was talking about, how I even got on this topic. But, girl, so I limit my interactions with him. I even limit my conversations with Daddy, because alcoholism is just, it's just so hard. Maybe that's why I don't like to drink. I never really got into drinking, because my dad has been an alcoholic all my life. All my life, I remember him to be an alcoholic that don't give a damn about your feelings. So, you know, I don't know. But anyway, girl, that's enough about him. I hope your day is going great. But I guess, you know, if I had to sum up this video, it would be, you know, guard yourself. You know, guard yourself, and don't allow someone to constantly hurt you. I don't care if it's your mother, your father. even your kids, you know, you have to guard yourself. And I tell you, if people are, if people are, don't have, you know, if people don't have it for you, then you need to make sure that you have it for yourself. And that's just all it boils down to, is don't allow people to, you know, continue to hurt you. Don't. Take charge of your own life and get yourself together. And don't allow people to keep hurting you. That's the moral of the story. That's all I got. Bye.